Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to A Mental Break. Thanks for tuning in. This is Deanna. Thank you to any new subscribers. Thank you for clicking my video. I'm just starting out, so I'm a new channel. Now, for those of you who don't know, my name is Deanna. I'm a registered nurse. I specialize in the psychiatric field in nursing. And here on A Mental Break, we take viral stories and we break it down into what makes sense. So we look at what they do and why they do it, and we also break down on what makes sense and hold people accountable because people have a problem with accountability in today's society. So this is where we start saying what the real is around here. So there's no fake or sugarcoating it or making a bunch of excuses because we have to get back to what is reality and what makes sense. All right, you'll see the thumbnail. This is a dangerous game these people are playing. This is a very dangerous game. You see the thumbnail. I'm disappointed in Cardi B. I'm disappointed. Let's talk about it. This is bad on so many levels. Word on the street is Cardi B. They saying she might be pregnant. Lord, Lord, Lord. And also messing with this Stefan Diggs man. Word on the street is that another man is accusing him of using the pharmaceuticals on him against him not knowing and trying to take that. This ain't this ain't a game. This is getting bad. This is getting bad. This is getting bad. This is getting bad. You got Offset spiraling. He's threatening to unalive himself. Him and Cardi still going back and forth at it on social media here and there. You got Cardi messing around with this man who I believe, I don't know if I said it in this video or not, but this man has rumored to have been with men. And Cardi still hasn't put an album out. And Cardi just had a baby not too long ago. Uh, Ari is rumored to be with Offset too. This is getting really dangerous because this is going to implode. This is going to implode. This is not a game. This stuff that we're watching on social media, this is real life. This is not. People have a difficult time separating reality from social media life. People, I call it a social media life because people get on social media, and Cardi is one of them people, and wants to tell all their business on social media, get on there yelling, cussing, going through all this stuff, and there is aftermath and fallout to all this behavior. This is insane, and it's getting really bad, and this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well on so many levels. This is crazy. All right, let's talk about it, y'all. Okay. Now, with Cardi B, this is what I see. I see a woman who did not get her happily ever after, and now she's spiraling. That's just what I see. I see a woman who wants what a lot of women want. They want a loving husband. They want a husband that's going to protect them, provide for them, love them. They have three children together. The third child now is in question. With this behavior that Cardi is doing, is other rumors coming out about she was seeing Stefan Diggs while she was pregnant, and Offset said that child might not be his. So again, we don't know. We don't know. And uh Cardi is not showing that baby, not full pictures of this baby. So that's another thing. So we don't know. And this is really getting to be bad here. Now, Cardi wanted what like I said, I'm gonna go back and say it again. Cardi wanted what most women want. When they get married, when women make a choice to marry a man, in a woman's mind, she wants, the husband, the family, this is the life that she wants. Cardi don't want to be out there in the streets like that. She really don't. I believe she's at a point in her life where she just wants to, have that family. I don't believe Cardi wants to rap anymore. She still doesn't have an album. I believe Cardi is a great influencer. I think that her career, I said this before, should go in the influencer route because that's what she's good at, influencing and fashion. That's what Cardi's good at. Rapping is no longer for her. The best of Cardi's rap career is over. I think Cardi is afraid that whatever she comes out with, she's going to be compared to Nicki. She's going to be, the scrutiny, and she just can't handle it. She just can't handle it no more. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I honestly and truly believe that Cardi never really wanted to be a rapper. I don't. I think Cardi started rapping as a way out. She was on Love and Hip Hop. That's what they do. So I think, I'm not saying Cardi didn't rap before she went to Love and Hip Hop, but what I really believe is that Cardi started rapping as trying to find a way out of the hood. And she chose what she could because I don't see Cardi as being somebody who is really good at it and it's a part of her. Nicki is a rapper, okay? Nicki has always been good at it. That's why Nicki is still around and Nicki is talented. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not a Barb. I don't care. I'm not a Nicki fan, and I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not some big Nicki fan. Do she got a couple songs I like? Sure, but I'm not a Barb, and I'm not running around here, caping for Nicki. What I'm saying is that there is a difference. You could tell that Nicki is a rapper, and you can tell that Cardi is not. You could tell that Remy Ma is a rapper and Cardi is not. So you can see that because Cardi doesn't move like a rapper. She actually doesn't. She moves like an influencer and she's good with fashion. So when she married Offset, that's what Cardi wants. I've heard Cardi say several times she enjoys being a mom. She enjoys having her money. She enjoys being a mom and she wanted her husband. That's what she wanted. And now that that image and that dream is broken, Cardi is spiraling. She hasn't stopped spiraling. Cardi crashed out every other day on social media when her and all when Offset cheats and when he does what he do, she spirals out of control. She is hurt. She's hurt and she thinks that having these children is going to save that. And it's not. It's not. It's only making it worse. As far as Offset is concerned, Offset has his own issues. Offset is hypersexual. Now, when a man is hypersexual, two things are at play here. When men are hypersexual, they're either fighting homosexuality or they have some sort of sex addiction, which means there's an underlying issue to the sex addiction. There's something going on with Offset as well. The fact that Offset reached out to Dr. Cheyenne that he needed help, that says a lot. Offset reached out for help. There's something going on with Offset that's just deeper than Cardi B. That's just a symptom of a bigger problem. See, that's the thing. You got two people that came together that got their own issues. Offset had issues and Cardi B had issues. Cardi B had issues because Cardi used to be a stripper. Cardi has self esteem issues. That's why she's always running to the plastic surgeon. And I know plastic surgery is a part of the business, but Cardi did a lot of it. She did a lot of it in a short period of time. Every baby she had, she back on the table, back on the table. Now, if it is true, and this is alleged, we don't know, it's a rumor. If it's true that she's pregnant again, and if Cardi B carries this baby and has another baby, she's gonna be back on that table. And I'm sorry, all this surgery. I'm a nurse, even though I'm in psych. I've done my med surge. I've worked in medical. All these surgeries, it's not good for a woman's body. It's not. It's not. It's not going to age well with Cardi, number one. And number two, she's going to have other issues, other medical issues down the road. So this is just really bad. Not to mention culture's older now. Culture is old enough to understand what's on social media. Culture's old enough for her friends to talk about her at school. This is, like I said, this is not going to go well. These kids are going to grow up and see their parents duking it out on social media, all of the rumors, all of the scandals, and this is not going to age well. This is not going to age well at all. This is headed for a big crash. I see it coming. And not just for Cardi B and Offset, but Ari and Moneybag Yo. Because Cardi then leaked out allegedly, because neither Offset or Ari have confirmed it, that Ari had messed with Offset. So and I'm sure that's not going to go well with Moneybag Yo, because Moneybag Yo seems like the person. I'm gonna say Moneybag. I can't keep saying Moneybag Yo. It sounds crazy. Moneybag seems like the type of person. First of all, there's a history of domestic violence between Moneybag and Ari. Allegedly, I'll say, because Ari said it was, and then she took it back. So I'll say allegedly. And this is not going to age well, because Moneybag's the type of person that he's not going to like him looking like a simp, being with her. He's not going to like that. And again, money is drying up out here. So you got to pay attention to that. Money, he calls himself Moneybag Yo, but guess what? Money's drying up out here in these streets, in this entertainment world. And he's not able to keep up the flash and the glamour with all them children he got. So when men get backed in a corner like that, when men are used to having a certain image and money, they start getting angry, honey. And there's alleged history of DV. So I'm telling you, this is not going to end well. We're going to hear some other things come down the pike, because this kind of stuff doesn't die down. It implodes. There's too many time bombs right now, and they are ticking. They are ticking. This is bad. This is bad on so many levels. And now you also got Chrisean and this baby, because of the simple fact more and more people are talking about this baby, because little junior is going on 2 years old, and he's still not meeting milestones. So you got this going on. That people are still looking at Chrisean, that has something to do with Ronnie, with him not being here. Like I said, y'all, that this entertainment world is crumbling. It is crumbling in front of our eyes, and people are losing it. The behavior of these people are losing it. Circling back to Carly, allegedly, there's a story that came out that Stefan Diggs used pharmaceuticals on this man and tried to uh, diddler him, and that's not looking good with Cardi either, because you're messing with a man that has rumored to play for both teams. So this is not looking good for your image. This is just because, if this is the thing, people people like Cardi. When I say people like Cardi, they like her in the fashion world. They like her in the brand world. Cardi just signed some big deal for some fashion deal, I think it is. Y'all can correct me or tell me what it is. But when you start doing stuff like this on social media, and when your image starts looking like this, people gonna pull deals off the table. People that were thinking of working with Cardi, or possibly might have just pulled their deals off the table. And if that's the case, Cardi's looking at her money starting to go down. Now, Cardi got money now. Yeah, she's okay now. But what about future deals? She's still young. So when you start, moving like this with this type of behavior, these brand deals want to pull back, because they look at public opinion. If you don't think that these companies are not watching social media and what these people do, think again, because they value public opinion, because they know that's where the money is. That's where the money is. That's what they do. They latch on to whoever has the biggest influence. And Carly's reputation is not looking well right now. It's not. This is bad. This is really, really bad. And I've said this. I don't know if I ever said this on this channel, because uh, when I look at Ari, I see a young woman who is desperately trying to stay in the limelight and the public image, because Ari doesn't know what to do. Ari has no, how can I say it? Ari doesn't have her own identity. When I say she doesn't have her own identity, yes, Ari is an influencer. You know, she that has brand deals. This is the third. But Ari doesn't see her relevance unless she's linked to a man with some sort of presence in the entertainment business. And when her relationship starts slipping, she starts just, she acts a fool because I don't care what nobody say. That relationship between Ari and Moneybag is not a real relationship. I believe they got together to have some sort of image. Ari and Moneybag came together, and when Ari and Moneybag came together, Moneybag's presence went up even more because Ari had a large social media following. So Ari's fans became Moneybag's fans. Moneybag fans became Ari fans. So they came together to build a bigger brand. But Moneybag has never really loved that girl. You could tell. Okay, you could tell. Just all you gotta do is just go through time. Ari is another one that just wants to be loved and have a family. She's another one. But the way she's going about it is all wrong. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something too. I've watched Ari throughout time, and I'm going to say allegedly, and because I don't know, but I'm going to say that Ari's escorting, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not saying she's doing it all the time. I think she's doing it for money when she needs it. Let's go back a little bit, y'all. Remember when she went on? She flew somewhere to for some soccer player. You know, I don't know who the guy is. It's some guy, a black guy. She was over there. They had the pictures and the footage. She went to go see him. Supposedly, she went on this date with him. How come we never heard about them dating? How come we didn't hear nothing else about that guy except that one time? She flew out there. They showed her in the stands. They showed her with him in a picture. Then you ain't hear nothing else. Nothing else. That's it. She back home and act like it never existed. So I think that Ari rents herself out. That's what I think. I think that if what is true about Offset, I believe she was paid for that. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. I don't think that that was a thing where, oh, I like him. I'm a late. Yeah, I want to be with him. I don't think that was it. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm just telling you what I see. Because here on the mental break, we listen, we break it down and make the accountability and what makes sense. And I'm telling you what I saw. If you're dating somebody, if you're dating, you would have seen something that led up to that date. It would have been rumors that she's dating this guy. It would have been rumors, okay, well, they're not together no more. They went out on one date, it didn't work out, or whatever. That's not how it was said. It was said she went out there to see him. She was in the stands. Next day, boom, you heard nothing. She back home on social media. That's all. That's it. That's it. And also, you could tell that that relationship was for social media because every year Ari gets a new car and then you don't see it no more. Every year, Moneybag is always buying her a car for her birthday. And then you don't see it no more. When do you see her in these cars? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Because I mean, I don't follow this girl, but what I will say is I don't see this girl having these same cars. Because if you do, then why is there a new car every year? You should have a garage full of cars. And let us also not forget that Ari was living with Tay at one time. Now, remember, Ari says she bought a house. She was showing these keys. See, people got to pay attention. People, y'all got the attention span of a fruit fly. See, one thing about my generation, I don't have the attention span of a fruit fly. This next generation do because of social media. I remember Ari swinging them keys, talking about she just bought a house. Then why were you living with Tay if you bought a house? This is what I'm saying. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Y'all be believing these young people. Everything y'all see on social media, y'all be believing this stuff and thinking this stuff is real. These people are spiraling. Their life is a mess. This is nothing that y'all should be looking up to. This is bad. And I feel sorry for all these children that's involved in all this. I feel sorry for Cardi B's kids. I feel sorry for that little Johan child. This is bad and it's a mess. And it's not getting no better, and something's going to go down that's just really not going to go well. It's not. It's not going to turn out well. The entertainment world is crumbling big time. Big time is crumbling. Ever since the fall of Diddy, ever since Diddy went to the pokey, everything is crumbling after that. It's like a ripple effect. It started with him, and next you got Jay-Z, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, all this. This is all crumbling, y'all. It's all crumbling. Ray J is losing his mind. I don't know why him and Princess still ain't divorced yet. Word is that she was kissing on Ray J recently or something. Child, I can't with these people. This is insane. This is insane. This is nothing to look up to. You know what I suggest y'all? I suggest y'all start reading books or something. I suggest y'all start get off this here social medias with these peoples and start getting y'all some knowledge and getting y'all some careers and start looking into something else because these celebrities is nothing to look up to. These celebrities' lives is worse than the average person. And that's the truth because all this stuff is insane. This is insane. And I don't know how these people are going to come back from this because they're public, figures. What is this going to do for future brand deals, future careers, it's not looking good for Cardi. It's not. It's not looking good for Offset. And Offset, I'm gonna tell you something. I find Offset and Moneybag Yo to be very dangerous right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. When men feel as though they have nothing to lose, that's when it really gets dangerous. That's when it gets dangerous. Offset is spiraling bad. His career has fell off. He's not. There's no music. He doesn't have a group. The Migos don't exist. He doesn't have a label from what I don't know, but I know he's not with Quality Control. So he does, he if he does have a label, they're not doing anything with him. And Offset's claim to fame is his music. So now that there's nothing to motivate him. There's nothing to motivate him. And he's losing money. They're saying that he's broke because Cardi B was the bag. And now he's, blocked out of accounts and he can't get any money. So things are looking bad for him right now. And also for Moneybag. I'm hearing word on the street is that Moneybag is not looking like Moneybags. I heard he's looking like Money Change Purse. Not so I don't know. So that's what I said. We'll see y'all, but mark my words, something's going to go down, and this ain't going to go well. I'm telling you, this is bad. This is sad. And see, this is what happens when people live these fake lives. This is what happens when people are delusional. This is exactly what happens. Cardi had no business marrying Offset. He cheated on her before they got married. That was your tall tale sign. She made the choice to marry him, so everything that happens after this is on them because Offset shouldn't have married Cardi B either. So people make choices in their life and it doesn't turn out well. And then you want to blame everything and everybody for the choices that you make. These people made their choices and they're not turning out right. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. This is a mess, y'all. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I don't know what else to say. I really don't because this is just whoo, child. Between these celebrity streets, whoo, child. All right, I'm getting off of here. All right, y'all have a good one.